The homework is pretty much going through an ordered pair or mapping or a table, a given graph, and filling in all the other sections. So if I have the ordered pair, I'm going to fill in the mapping section, the table section. I'm going to plot the graph, and then I'm going to state if it's a function, and if it is, the domain and range of the said function. If I have the mapping, I'm going to state the ordered pairs, the table, the graph, and again, if it's a function, and I'm going to go through and pretty much fill in all the sections. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sections, and they're all going to be the same. I'll do a couple of the sections here so you can get an idea of what I'm looking for. We'll do the first couple, and then the other 5 just follow the previous pattern. The ordered pair on this first problem, we are given the points negative 4, 1, negative 3, 2, negative 2, 3, negative 1, 4, and 0, 5. To fill in the mapping, we can use the mapping section in the previous one just to see what it's looking like. Again, the first oval is always going to be your x values. The second oval is going to be your y values. And points are always written in x, comma, y fashion. So the first number in each parenthesis is your x value. The second number is your y value. So we have an x value of negative 4, x value of negative 3, x value of negative 2, negative 1, and 0. And then on the y side, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And as you can see, we're drawing arrows, and at this point, we're just going to draw straight across, negative 4 to 1, negative 3 to 2, negative 2 to 3, negative 1 to 4, 0 to 5. In the table, we already have our x values and our y values separated, so we're pretty much just going to copy negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The graph, what we're going to do is we're going to plot the points, negative 4, 1. So this means on my graph, going left and right is your x-axis, going up and down is your y-axis. So positives to the right and up, negatives are left and down. So negative 4 means I go left 1, 2, 3, 4, and then positive 1 means I'm going to go up 1. So there's my first ordered pair, negative 4, 1. And then negative 3, 2. So back 1, 2, 3, and then up 2. Negative 2, 3, so back 2, up 3. Negative 1, 4, left 1, up 4. 0, 5, so I stay here at the origin where the x and y cross, that's 0, and I go up to 5. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to plot the points. Is this a function? Yes or no? So if I draw a vertical line through the points, do I only hit 1 point? Yes, it is. The domain in set notation, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and 0 is the domain. The range is my y values, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now for the mapping one, we have the mapping. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, the negative 3 and the negative 2 in here. So in order to say what the ordered pair is, 1 is my first x value. I follow the arrow and it looks like I get negative 3. I go down to 2, so I have an x value of 2. I follow the arrow, and again it gives me negative 3. I have an x value of 3. I follow the arrow, and it goes to negative 2. And then my x value of 4, I follow the arrow, it also goes to negative 2. Fill in the table, I just state my x values, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then my y values, negative 3, negative 3, negative 2, negative 2. I'm going to plot it on the graph here, so 1, negative 3, so again, x goes to the right, y-axis is up and down. So 1, 3 tells me I go right 1 and then down 3. 2, negative 3, I go right 2, down 3. 3, negative 2, I go right 3, down 2. And then 4, negative 2, I go right 4, down 2. So do I have a function vertical? I can draw a line through each point. I'm only going to hit one, so yes. The domain is my x values, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then my range are my y values, which in this case are just -3 and -2. I don't have to repeat the values. I mean, you could put -3, -3, -2, -2, but it's kind of redundant. We don't have to repeat ourselves. So we're just going to put the y values that we see. So we see the y values of -3, -2, and that's all we have to do. And we're going to do more of the same. So the table, we're going to fill in the mapping with our x values. So in this case, I'll do this one because it's probably the last one. I'll do the last one. So x values, I see x values of -1, 0, -3, 2, and yes, we have -1 down here at the bottom, but I already put it over here in the mappings. I don't have to repeat myself, so I'm only going to put it once. And I'm going to do this, if I have the same situation over here, I'm going to put the number once, even if it repeats. So 4, 2, 3, -1, -3. So I'm going to put everything. 4, 2, 3, -1, -3. And I'm going to draw arrows. -1 goes to 4. 0 goes to 2. -3 goes to 3. 2 goes to -1. -1 goes to 3. So -1, I will draw an arrow down here to -3. So I'm going to list the ordered pairs, -1, 4, and it also is -1, -3, 0, 2, -3, 3, and 2, -1. I'm going to plot the points, so -1, 4, left 1, up 4, 0, 2, so stay in the origin, up 2, -3, 3, so left 3, up 3, 2, -1, right 2, down 1, and then -1, -3, down left 1, down 3. And then we have to state, is this a function? Again, if we want to draw a vertical line, we can draw a line through that point. We only hit 1, draw a line through there. I hit 2 points, 1 point, 1 point. And again, if I hit 2 points or more, it is no longer a function. It failed the vertical line test. So here we do not have a function. And then we're going to fill in the others based, this one's going to be based on a graph. Here we have another table. Here we have another ordered pair. And then another table at the end. So everything gets filled in accordingly.